Today I will show you how to convert any PNG into a vector shape in Adobe Illustrator and then change its color. This is one of the most common questions I get. Why can't I just change the color of a PNG? The reason is PNGs are raster images, not vectors, but once you convert them into a vector, you can edit every shape and recolor it however you like. Welcome to Easy Guide YouTube channel. Now open Adobe Illustrator and open your PNG inside. Make sure it is embedded. If you see a cross on the image, click Embed in the Properties panel. Now we are ready to vectorize. Select your PNG, go to the window menu at the top bar and click Image Trace. The Image Trace panel opens. First of all, make sure to check this preview box. The Image Trace panel has basic and advanced tracing options to customize the result. These options are active only when you select an image. Select one of the icons at the top of the panel to run a frequently used image trace workflow. Autocolor creates a posterized image from a photo. High color creates photorealistic artwork of high fidelity. Low color creates simplified photorealistic artwork. Grayscale traces the artwork to gray shades. Black and white simplifies the image to black and white artwork. Outline simplifies the image to black outlines. Check the preset dropdown if you can't find a preset in the icon list. View dropdown shows the trace result or the source image with or without outlines. Press and hold this I button to quickly compare the trace result with the source image. Mood dropdown specifies a color mode for the trace result. The available options define basic color versus grayscale modes for your traced artwork. Palette dropdown specifies a palette for generating a color tracing from the source image. This option is available only when you set the mood to color. Select the arrow next to Advanced to get the advanced tracing options. Pass option controls the distance between the traced shape and the original pixel shape. Lower values create a looser path fitting, higher values create a tighter path fitting. Corner option specifies the emphasis on corners and the likeliness that a sharp bend will turn into a corner point. A higher value results in more corners. Noise option specifies an area in pixels that is ignored while tracing. A higher value results in less noise. One pro tip is for a high resolution image, move the noise slider to a higher value, for example in the 20 to 50 range. For a low resolution image, set it to a lower value, means 1 to 10. Method option specifies a method for tracing. You can select one of these. A button creates cutout paths. The edge of one path is exactly the same as the edge of its neighboring path. Overlapping creates stacked paths. Each path slightly overlaps its neighbor. Snap curves to lines specifies if slightly curved lines are replaced with straight lines and if lines near to 0 or 90 degrees are snapped to absolute 0 or 90 degrees. You can choose this option for geometric artwork or if shapes in your source image are slightly rotated. Once you are happy with the preview, click Expand. Now the PNG is fully converted into vector paths. Go to Object and Ungroup to separate different parts of the design. Click individual elements to confirm they are editable. You will notice each shape is now outlined and has a fill color. Select any part of your design, go to the fill color box and choose a new color. Want to recolor the entire design at once? Select all, go to Edit, Edit Colors, Recolor Artwork. You can replace colors, apply gradients or randomize color order for creative variations. One pro tip is save your vector as a .svg or .ai file extension to keep it fully editable for future projects. Now go to the File menu, Export, Export As. Choose PNG, PDF or SVG depending on your need. Your PNG is now a scalable, editable vector design in any color you want. And that's it. You have just learned how to convert a PNG to vector and change its color in Illustrator. If this tutorial helped, please like, subscribe and turn on notifications. Comment below and tell me what kind of PNG are you converting today, a logo, an icon or something else. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.